Here we go, fate of the week, man. Here we go. So We Want Picks has determined Ramiz Brahimaj on the money line. Okay, that's their lock of the week. If you have not come across this video yet, this channel, all we do is take Jacob's pick from We Want Picks and apply our machine learning system to it. Hey, listen, I learned about Ramiz Brahimaj, many years ago from the Bronx. He's a neighbor of mine. And, when he was going to debut on Contender Series, he had to pull out because preliminary testing determined that he had a tumor in his left eye. Following that, we saw that he was a great grappler, and he had a good opportunity with the UFC to finally make a name for himself. He would enter his prime. That was the expectation as such a great grappler. And unfortunately, ailments, man, just put him out. And so brachial plexus injury, he had a spinal injury that would give him no more muscle, no more flexibility, pretty much a dead left arm for about 2 years. He had to undergo rehabilitation. This is why he just got back, right? He just got back, and he's facing off with Austin Vanderford. Listen, if you have come across this channel for the first time, all we do is take Jacob's lock of the week and apply it to this segment, the fade of the week. We either bet his pick and lock in with them, or we fade it. All right, clearly we are fading Ramiz Brahimaj. All right, despite Brahimaj actually, doing well against fighters that he does well as a grappler. All right, and he's done pretty good against, fairly well against mid-tier strikers. Something that I did learn, and you will too now, is that, it matters whether he was facing a grappler who was primarily a grappler or a striker who was primarily a striker. Because if him being a dominant grappler, and we don't want to draw anything away from his jiu-jitsu, will submit a striker who's mid-tier, when he faces off a grappler, he's clearly going to have the advantage there as well. And that's what we've seen with Ramiz Brahimaj. When he has taken a loss, it's to strikers that can chain their wrestling or to wrestlers. And here we got Austin Vanderford. This guy has a he's a state champion. He's a wrestling state champion 2 times over. He's athletic. He's made it to conference finals as a ball player. And he chains his striking and wrestling very well. Okay, this is a healthy 35-year-old. He's fought in the Bellator LFA promotion, now UFC, and he's made quite a name for himself. He's very deservedly in this on this pay-per-view card, and we definitely have him on the money line. Okay, he's going to edge this out, particularly because of his size and reach. He is about a whole 2 inches taller than Brahimaj. He hydrates much heavier than Ramiz Brahimaj. Brahimaj puts on the weight, and he muscles through, but ideally his proportions are that of a lightweight. All right, so Austin Vanderford has at 35 is being downplayed, for his age, and we're going to come to find out that he's a dominant wrestler. Okay, and he chains well his striking. So we've seen him showcase a strike sequence. He just got a ground and pound finish, so he has that. He possesses that as well, in case he requires that to put Ramiz Brahimaj out. But clearly, we cannot. There is absolutely no metrics that support someone like Ramiz Brahimaj who's outside of their prime. The injury is too severe. The time lapse between fight camps critical. I mean, Mickey Gall, that's who we're talking about, a striker he has faced. This is problematic. And so that explains why the lines are so wide. He is not the underdog of the week. Lock in. Austin Vanderford. You heard it here first. Before we go, fate of the week, you go on proschmobets.com. We saw this past weekend, Jacob from We Want Picks locked in Thicknessy. We locked in the African in Musasa. And we saw how that turned out. I got a few DMs about it, and despite people saying that Mousasi definitely won that fight, Dignesi did not. It's tough when you have machine learning that is trying to understand how to synthesize the damage, points, grappling, and striking, right, to ensure you have a winning scorecard. So despite us having Mousasi on the money line, Dignesi won the fight. And despite Dignesi having all the damage, wearing all the damage, Mousasi having, been taken down and losing a round, we scored it 2-1, but lost the decision. All right, he'll be back. But hey, this is an example. Dustin Stolfus, that's what We Want Picks had. All right, and we chose Kevin Gastelum. Machine learning said it would be -140 odds. All right, Rice McKee. We Want Picks chose Rice McKee. We agreed, right? We were going to support him. He was on a cold streak. They chose Roman Dolidze. We had Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. He chose Felipino Bunez. We chose Rafael Estevam. So on and so forth, right? We got Renier de Ritter. So on and so forth, fellas, all right? So, hey, all you got to do is visit us at proschmobets.com, and you'll learn that We Want Picks had Dustin Poirier as a lock. We explained, our angles. We write it up. And then we had Max Holloway. All right? So you heard it here first. Pro Schmo Bets.